Okay, so we're here with Power Lady and also known as Irene, and
Yes.
according to Peter, the insider. And so I just want to say Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate it. And it will be and is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what I ask people is a reflection on 2023 and then your thoughts about, 2020, I will say it again, a reflection on 2024 and then your thoughts for 2025.
Okay. Well, what I have seen for 2024 is that it seemed like we were in the middle of a lot going on in the left and right. And I think that we had to go deeper to find out where our place is because there were so many distractions. There was disclosure, and then we're not sure if the disclosure was real or if it was something to distract us from what was really going on. I know it sounds like it's a circle, but sometimes you think you know what's going on, because I know there's been many times where I've sent you emails or text messages and I said, hey, this is going on. And then when you come back at me, I go, I didn't even see that. How did you get that? Because you have a much broader and more detailed insight than I have on many things. So, and you are very helpful. And you're able to see things that I just get a glimpse of. And with your help, I've been learning to see more. And I find that people are looking for the truth. And I know it's an old story. They're looking for people to follow. But I have to say that going forward, the truth is already in us, and that we have to find that place and bring it out and find people who speak about the truth that you have already, and they will help you to expand. But then there comes a point in time where their truths no longer match with your discernment. So that means that you need to start going to that next level of truth. And that's what I find with myself. But with you, Jessica, you stayed the same and you've helped me to expand. And I hope that going forward, that there are others that I can take the knowledge to and help them to expand. Because what I see is that we have to depend more on ourselves and the people that we are evenly yoked with. Because there are some that will take us off our path and that will start following other truths that are not true to us. They're truth to this matrix. They're truth in the politics, in our government, and to what other people are doing. And many times we find ourselves as, I hate to use the word outcast, but if you don't follow the line that everyone else is, you're looked at with a skewed vision. And what I like to say to people is to stay that path, that you're on it, and be true to yourself. And the ones that are true to you, they will stick to you, they will find you. And when you're on this path of truth, the things that are true in this world will also come to you, you know? And I've got the visions and dreams of the apocalypse. I've got them of earthquakes. I've got them of fires and the agendas that I've seen through the oracle as in the matrix.
Mm-hmm.
And they are all just layers to take us off our path and make us not understand what's really going on, because we already know the information. It's already in us. And once we pull it out, then I think it makes our life easier, because I have family members and friends who don't see things the way I do. And the information that I give them, it comes to fruition later on down the line. But they don't come back and say, oh, when you were talking about that 3 years, yeah, you were right about all that. I don't get that, but I know that I was right about it. So the truth a lot of times comes from different sources, or a source that may look a little crazy to you and it doesn't sound right. I say give it a minute, give it some time, and it'll come to you if it really is. So.
Absolutely. No, you made a lot of good points, and we're all here to support, what is going on, and each one of us has a piece of information, and that's why we collaborate. PCers should collaborate. Those that are, uniquely seeing something, not just picking up information from other people, and then saying that that's their insight, but, someone that actually has unique ideas, visions, dreams. Some people have a clear perspective of an event that's happening in the future, and then some don't. Like that was never my strength. But it's almost like we have our own little powerful abilities, yeah, that when they're pulled together, it makes up a greater whole of information. And so you can kind of see how it links together. And, that I enjoy that. I enjoy that part of it. It's nice. And there's no competition because everyone is contributing their own ability, yeah. The problem I do have with, people trying to outdo others and trying to, fabricate information or to just disagree with someone, that's a whole other thing. But we do have some tricky things going on is the corporations, the 12D Pleiades, and of course, the 15D Pleiades are positive, but not the 12D.
That's correct.
So, it's things like that are pulling people into a wrong direction, and they are getting insight into something, but it is maybe a timeline we don't want to go down. Mm-hmm. And they're putting that information into them so that they share it with people, so it is an insight, and then people start following in that direction, but they don't know where the outcome is going to be. And that's the challenge. That's where people like, a lot of the cults got in trouble. Yeah, they were hearing from someone. A lot of them, I believe, are all from the 12D. They bring like some crazy insights, and people are having visions, and then they end up, maybe drinking the Kool-Aid, or which is the worst case scenario.
Right.
But yeah, even that, I recently was looking at a few different, those that fall under the category of cult. And it's interesting, I was just like casually talking to them, and I said, they were trying to recruit me. I said, I know it right away, because there's certain personalities, it's like they see you like a mile away, and they're like, oh yeah, that one should be here with us, and to pull us into whatever it is that they're doing. Mm-hmm. And I don't really judge them, because I understand, because when you open up spiritually, you really don't know what direction you're going into. And sometimes you align with all different types of people, and maybe they're from a soul group, but they got caught up in something, or there's some kind of alignment that and you enjoy the person's company, and before you know it, you go into some, luncheon, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's happened to me. It's
taking a trip somewhere by yourself, and then they ask you for money from your bank account, and it just goes downhill from there. Right. So yeah, people need to be careful, and even like the New Age movement, I got heavily into that, and it was authentic. As far as people were seeing things, it was very real. And I don't know. It's a strange scenario, but we do need to support one another. And You know, someone's kind of going off and veering in a direction, you know, you need to show them or have them look at where the outcome is.
Right.
And that's usually a piece that's missing.
Yeah, because that happens with me, and I'll get like some new information, and I'll say, "Hey, what about this or this or that?" And you're like, "Da da da da," and I was like, "I didn't even see that." But had I not questioned it, I might have wasted time and energy going down a path I didn't need to go. And there are people that I have met and interacted with, and I just wanted to help and put them on the right path and to see things that I'd already done or been down those roads. And all it did was get me caught up in a bunch of things that I had to get cleared. I had to pretty much let go of some people. And I understand that's part of it also. Um, you know,
Sometimes you can come back around and revisit them again, you know, and maybe they're on a you know, very strong path to something, and you just don't really know what to do with it. And you kind of pull away for a bit.
yeah.
And then sometimes, you know, I actually try to send some energy to them to help them clear, you know, or it, you know, I don't want to influence anyone's ideas, their thoughts and their life choices, because that's uniquely theirs.
Correct.
But to, like, if there's illusion around them or deception or something wants to really take them out, you know, and they don't see eye to eye with me, I'll ask to help them in some way, you know, and that's the best path. And then, you know, like, to how do you say, disagree agreeably, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree to disagree, but you know,
Yeah.
that's how it is sometimes. But going forward, I would say it's a little thing that I'm sure I didn't make it up, but it's life is a game, so always play your best hand. And so, and number one, if you're taken care of, everybody else gets taken care of. So, you know, some people, I'm worried about my family, my daughter, my child. But if you take care of yourself, everybody else automatically benefits from you being in a good place. So going forward, that's what I would suggest to people, in that there's going to be more distractions, things in the sky, the air, and that our government is much more advanced than they let us know. I know people have heard that, but that's extremely true. So many of the things that people are seeing, it's just it's just being opened up to them. It's always been there. And once your mind is open to the things that can be, you'll start seeing more and you'll start understanding more. So that's what I have to say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just talked to Peter the Insider, and he was talking a bit about the UAPs, you know, the drones and all that. And yeah, he's saying it's back engineered technology, so they're using it, but there's also the bleed through from that Sixth Reich reality. And we'll put that link in there for people to watch that show.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny. So I saw someone was posting on Facebook, you know, Peter the Insider is an NAZI, and I'm like, Peter the Insider is an agent that has to pose with many different hats, and in order to integrate and get into these spaces. But his wife is Hebrew, so just to let people know that well, they wanted, you know, they make a big deal over the NAZI stuff. They don't understand how complex it is, and it's not just like straightforward from the Third Reich. It's a lot of different things, and then they're very much in the future. So whether we like it or not, I mean, it's something that we're going to look at. It says a lot of people just want to cut it off and not discuss it. It's not going to go away.
Right.
It needs to be brought in.
Well, I'd also like to add that there are many who unbeknownst to them, they are involved or have been involved. Because I never would have thought that I would have been involved in anything like that until things started coming to me. You know,
Yeah.
and I remember a memory, a dream that I had that it involved the NAZIs, and it saddened me. It made me like, how did I get involved in something like that? And you were able to help me to go through that, because it would bring it. But at first, it would bring tears to my eyes to think that I would be involved. But with the programs, the corporations, and all those, many of us are involved, and we don't even know it. And then you have the ones who actually get that information, and we have to deal with it because, you know, I actually saw the things that were going on, and I'm getting chills right now. So it's when you call someone that or say, oh, you're involved this or you act this way, underneath, I would have to say there are many that can be called that, but they don't know it.
Right.
He just happens to know. I just happen to know, and you happen to know. So there's more to it than people realize.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They've created multiple realities.
Yeah.
That, like I said, someone has to do it, so we could try to ignore it, but it's not going to resolve certain things. This last agenda, they wanted to create a great, universal war.
Right.
So, and especially the takeover of the United States, which I object to.
Yeah, we're not having that.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's something, if we ignored it, it would become more and more present in our reality, and it already is with the excess of money that we keep on subserviently sending money over to Zelensky. So we know that there's a problem. I mean, since when do we do that? Never. Never. First administration that we have been enslaved, I'm going to say it, we were enslaved to Zelensky and all of the agendas of a handful of people that refer to themselves as Democrats. I don't think they're just Democrats. There's something else going. They're helping to redistribute all of what we've worked hard for and give it to others that don't have to earn it.
Right.
But it's more than that.
You're giving away everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yep. It's more of a control system, and they're getting paid handsomely for
yes,
becoming multi-millionaires, billionaires off of betraying this nation. So, hey, it's hard words, but it's truth, true. And it weaves right in, and they don't hide that they're NAZIs.
No.
It's right there in plain sight. And so if they say Peter created it, I mean, it's pretty evident.
Yeah.
Just have to do a little research of their psychology.
You're right. Research and open your eyes. It's there. The entertainment industry, all of it. It's not like with the P. Diddy thing. As all this stuff came out and surfaced, I started remembering and seeing movies, sitcoms, and they would make jokes about him.
Yep.
Don't get caught at his house after dark. Things like that. So, but people just would laugh it off when in fact it was all true. And now you see all these little things from these TV shows surfacing, and you're like, this has been going on so many years that it was a joke, is what it was. And then the people, us people, finally woke up to what was going on. This whole year, 2024, the unveiling, it's all there. And now going into 2025, we have to fix it. We know it's there. We have to clean it up.
Absolutely. I couldn't say it any better.
Yeah.
And one last thing. I hope to delve more into the information that we found out about Karg.
Oh, yes. Yes. Because I saw something. So
yeah,
I could do some more.
Maybe we get another group call.
Yeah.
hash
Oh,
this out and find out what's been going on for years.
Yeah, maybe we can all get pug coffee cups. What do you think? I know
I should do that. So
you will have a.
so
What
the
is this?
cup,
You
that's a
set
good
me up.
idea.
I can see him.
All of us show up in a group.
Oh, we need to take a sip real quick. He's like, I can see him.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
Men
so
in Black. Men in Black. You got it. Sixth
Yeah,
division.
exactly.
That's the pug.
Mhm.
Here we go.
Mhm.
Well, thank you very much,
Thank you for having me on.
Irene, Power Lady.
Yeah, all of the above.
All of the above. It was great to see you, and thanks for joining the show today, and Happy New Year.
Well, thank you, and I will talk to you and see you soon.